Have you ever wondered why some heart attacks and strokes happen first thing in the morning? Did you know that what you do or don't do before 7 a.m. could dramatically affect your heart health? And are you unknowingly skipping the one simple habit that could literally save your life before breakfast? It might surprise you, but the earliest moments after waking up can actually be the most dangerous time of the day for your heart, especially if you're over 55. During that early morning window, particularly before 7 a.m., your body is at its most vulnerable. You're coming out of hours of stillness, your blood is thicker, you're mildly dehydrated, and your cardiovascular system is under sudden strain. These changes may not feel dramatic, but they silently raise your risk of serious events, like strokes or heart attacks. But here's the encouraging part. Doctors have identified a series of simple, science-backed habits, small steps you can take each morning, that could significantly lower that risk. No expensive supplements, no complex routines. Just smart choices, done consistently, that help your body transition safely from rest to activity. If you're between the ages of 55 and 80, you've probably already noticed that mornings feel different than they used to. You might wake up more slowly, feel slightly off balance, or find that your blood pressure isn't as stable. That's not just aging, it's your body asking for support in the most critical moments of the day. In this video, we'll walk through 7 essential habits that doctors strongly recommend you follow before 7 a.m. to protect your heart, reduce your stroke risk, and start your day with clarity and strength. Each one is simple, practical, and could make a life-saving difference. Let's begin with number 1. Drink a full glass of water before anything else. It might seem too basic to matter, but dehydration is one of the most overlooked triggers for early morning strokes. After 6 to 8 hours of sleep without fluids, your blood becomes more concentrated and viscous. This thickened blood makes your heart work harder, especially when pushing it through narrow or partially blocked vessels. And when that circulation slows or stalls, the risk of clot formation increases. When your blood thickens and circulation slows, that's when clots can form, and clots are what lead to strokes. That's why what you drink first thing in the morning truly matters. Many people instinctively reach for their morning coffee or tea, thinking it will help them wake up. But here's the catch. Both caffeine and hot beverages can actually act as diuretics, drawing more water out of your system before your body has had a chance to rehydrate properly. Your first drink should be plain water, clean, pure, and unflavored, and not just a quick sip. Your body needs a full glass, ideally around 8 ounces, sipped slowly to allow your system to absorb it and begin thinning your blood. This not only jumpstarts your circulation, but also wakes up your organs and helps flush out the waste your kidneys have been holding onto overnight. Imagine it like gently turning on the engine before driving a car. You don't slam the gas right away. Take George, a retired teacher now 74, who used to experience dizzy spells most mornings. He assumed it was his blood sugar, but his doctor pointed to something far simpler: chronic dehydration upon waking. George now keeps a glass of room-temperature water on his nightstand and drinks it slowly before he even gets out of bed. The difference has been remarkable. No more morning fog, fewer blood pressure spikes, and better overall energy. He didn't change his diet or medications. He just changed what he did with the first 60 seconds of his day. There's solid science to back this up. Water in the morning helps lower blood viscosity, supports kidney function, and reduces cardiovascular strain. And as we age, our internal thirst signals weaken. So waiting until you feel thirsty may be too late. This small act can have a big impact. Make it your non-negotiable morning ritual. It's one of the simplest and most effective ways to protect your heart before you've even left your bedroom. Now, let's move on to number 2. Check your blood pressure early before the day gets away from you. High blood pressure isn't nicknamed the silent killer without reason. It often doesn't come with symptoms like headaches or a racing pulse, but it quietly puts tremendous pressure on your blood vessels, particularly the delicate ones in your brain. And when is that pressure most likely to spike? Right after you wake up. That early morning surge can be dangerous, especially if you have no idea it's happening. That's why checking your blood pressure as soon as you rise, before eating, showering, or walking around too much, can give you important clues about what your body is doing when it's most vulnerable. It's one of the best ways to catch a problem early, before it becomes an emergency. Take Harold, a 68-year-old widower who thought he was doing everything right: daily walks, balanced meals, staying active. But when a friend encouraged him to try a home blood pressure monitor, what he saw was eye-opening. Every morning, his numbers shot up sharply, much higher than what his doctor had seen during normal daytime checkups. Armed with that new information, Harold's doctor was able to adjust his medication and timing to target that specific early morning danger zone. His numbers stabilized, and he felt more in control of his health than he had in years. Those morning readings gave Harold insights he never would have had without that simple habit. In fact, it's likely that daily check helped him avoid what could have been a life-altering stroke. The beauty of it is that it doesn't require much, just consistency and attention. All it takes is a few quiet moments each morning. Sit in a calm environment, keep both feet flat on the floor, rest your arm on a table, and take the reading at heart level. The accuracy improves when you're not rushed and when you're using a reliable home monitor. Then, write those numbers down. A logbook, notebook, or even a simple note app on your phone can work. Over time, you'll begin to see trends. If you start noticing repeated elevated readings in the morning, especially if the top number is consistently above 135 or the bottom number above 85, don't ignore it. Those numbers are your body's way of waving a small red flag. Bring that log to your doctor and let them help you address the issue before symptoms even appear. This isn't about fear or overreacting. It's about being one step ahead. A quiet, 2-minute habit done before 7 a.m. can give you early warning signs long before you'd ever feel something was wrong. If you're still with us and finding this information useful, take a moment to comment number 2 down below so we know you're watching. And if you haven't already subscribed, I highly recommend you do that now and turn on notifications. That way, you won't miss valuable content that supports your health and well-being. Now, let's keep going. Number 3. A glass of warm water with lemon. Most people have no idea how dehydrated their bodies are when they first wake up. After 7 or 8 hours of sleep, without a single sip of water, your system begins the day already behind. Your blood is thicker, your heart is working harder to circulate it, and your brain may feel foggy or sluggish. If you're already at risk for heart issues or stroke, this slight dehydration can quietly push you closer to danger. That's why one of the most powerful things you can do, before the sun even rises, is drink a glass of warm water with freshly squeezed lemon. It sounds simple, almost too easy to matter. But the benefits are real. The warmth helps wake up your digestive system gently. The hydration supports your kidneys and thins your blood just enough to reduce early morning cardiovascular strain. And the lemon? It's more than flavor. Lemon contains natural potassium, supports blood vessel flexibility, and encourages circulation. Some doctors even call this combination liquid circulation because of its ability to get your blood moving with grace instead of force. Skip this, and your day might begin with an uphill climb. Especially if you're someone who grabs coffee first, your body may miss out on that crucial early moment of support. Consider Nancy, age 74. Who used to wake up each day with a pounding heart and a cloudy head. She chalked it up to age, oniki, age, until she discovered the value of morning hydration. Now she keeps a mug of warm lemon water by her bedside. That one small change made her mornings clearer, her heart steadier, and her energy more even throughout the day. She made it a ritual, warm lemon water every morning before anything else touched her lips. Within just 2 weeks, that familiar morning fog began to lift. Her blood pressure evened out, and to her surprise, her doctor reduced her medication slightly. No costly prescriptions, no elaborate treatments, just a simple, consistent act of self-care. Water, lemon, and the quiet decision to prioritize her health the moment she woke up. If you have a favorite mug, place it beside the sink tonight as a reminder. This habit may seem small, but the benefits stack up. Before the noise of the world rushes in, before the texts, calls, and schedules take over, give your body what it needs most: hydration and a moment of kindness. Just one glass, one easy, powerful step towards stroke prevention. Now, number 4, breathing exercises to calm your morning blood pressure. The very moment your feet hit the floor, your blood pressure starts to rise. It's part of the body's natural transition from sleep to wakefulness. But for older adults, especially those dealing with heart issues or poor circulation, that rise can come too fast, too strong. Have you ever woken up feeling slightly dizzy, tense, or anxious? Believe it or not, your breathing could be playing a bigger role than you think. This habit is simple, takes less than 2 minutes, and requires nothing but your own breath. Before you begin your day, sit comfortably, maybe on the edge of your bed or in a favorite chair. Rest one hand on your chest and the other on your belly. Then, take 5 to 10 slow, deep belly breaths. Inhale gently through your nose, letting your belly expand. Exhale through your mouth, slowly and fully. It might feel a bit awkward at first, but what it does inside your body is powerful. Deep, slow breathing sends a calming signal to your nervous system. It tells your brain that there's no emergency, that you're safe. This, in turn, lowers the morning cortisol spike, which helps regulate heart rate and prevent sudden blood pressure surges. It's not magic, it's science. And more importantly, it works. There's a man named Harold, now 81, who experienced dangerously high blood pressure spikes each morning. He'd had a scare and feared he might be heading toward a stroke. His doctor, rather than immediately increasing medication, suggested trying morning breathing exercises. Skeptical but willing, Harold gave it a shot. Within a month, not only did his numbers stabilize, but his sleep quality improved. He said the mornings stopped feeling like a trap and began feeling more like a fresh start. That's the quiet power of oxygen, awareness, and stillness. So if you often wake up feeling tense or uneasy, take a breath, literally. The calm you invite in the morning can ripple into your entire day and may just protect your health in ways you never expected. If you often wake up feeling restless or anxious, this simple breathing habit might be exactly what your heart has been quietly asking for. Just 2 minutes of mindful, focused breathwork can calm your system, ease tension, and perhaps most importantly, lower your risk of stroke before the day has even begun. Now, if you've made it this far and you're still with me, I'd love to hear from you. Comment number 4 below to let me know you're following along. And if you haven't already subscribed, now's a great time to do so. Turn on that little bell icon too. Your support means a lot and helps us keep creating these helpful, inspiring videos for you. Let's move on to number 5. Morning leg movement to clear stagnant circulation. Here's something most people never think about. While you sleep, lying still for hours, your blood circulation naturally slows down, especially in your lower body. This effect is even more pronounced in older adults, particularly those dealing with diabetes, varicose veins, or limited physical activity. Now imagine standing up suddenly, asking your heart to jump into action without any warm-up. That sudden shift can trigger problems: pooled blood, low oxygen delivery, and a greater chance of clot formation. So what's the solution? Wake up your legs before you even get out of bed. It's like giving your circulatory system a gentle nudge, reminding it that the day is beginning. Start with your feet, point your toes, and then flex them back toward you. Imagine you're pressing on a soft gas pedal. Do this slowly, deliberately. Next, circle your ankles, waking up those joints. Then, bend one knee at a time, lifting each leg just an inch or two off the mattress, and gently lower it back down. These tiny movements take less than 2 minutes, but they do something powerful. They activate your calf muscles and jumpstart your venous return, the mechanism that pushes blood from your legs back up toward your heart. Why does this matter for stroke prevention? Because when circulation is sluggish, tiny clots can form. And for people with high blood pressure, heart issues, or medications that affect blood flow, those clots can become dangerous. If one travels, it can reach the brain, And that's where real harm begins. I once knew a woman named Carol, 74 years old, with no history of heart trouble. She was active, alert, and sharp. But one morning, she suffered a mini stroke out of nowhere. Her doctors ran every test and found no major blockage. Eventually, they discovered she'd been waking with leg stiffness and swelling, symptoms she'd brushed off for years. The theory? That standing abruptly without warming her legs caused a small clot to dislodge and travel. That experience changed everything for her. Now, she starts each morning with a simple routine of foot pumps and gentle leg lifts. Nothing complicated, just thoughtful motion. It takes her less than 2 minutes, but it gives her peace of mind and a stronger sense of control over her health. So, before your feet hit the floor tomorrow, take a moment. Stretch, move, breathe. These gentle habits, done first thing in the morning, may be some of the most protective steps you take all day. Carol now includes this leg routine in her mornings, and she swears by it. She doesn't run marathons or follow strict workout regimens. She simply honors her body with gentle, mindful movement. And that, especially in the first hour of your day, can be far more powerful than you might think. You don't need to sweat, strain, or push. You just need to move with intention. If you haven't tried this yet, maybe tomorrow morning is the perfect time to begin. It's safe, it's simple, and it could help your blood stay clean, flowing, and steady. Let's move on to number 6, a glass of water before anything else. Most people don't associate dehydration with strokes, but the connection is more serious than most realize. After a full night's sleep, your body naturally wakes up a bit dehydrated. Your blood becomes thicker, stickier, and more sluggish. And when blood flows more slowly, the risk of clot formation increases. That's why drinking a full glass of water first thing in the morning, before your coffee, your medication, or even your breakfast, is one of the simplest yet most powerful habits you can develop before 7 a.m. And no, it doesn't have to be cold or warm. Just room temperature is ideal. Around 8 to 10 ounces is enough. This isn't about drowning your system. It's about gently waking up your blood vessels, hydrating your vital organs, and thinning your blood plasma just enough to restore healthy circulation. There's actual science behind this. Studies show that your blood is at its thickest in the early morning hours, especially between 6 o'clock and 10 a.m., and that's one of the reasons strokes, heart attacks, and even sudden deaths are more common during this window. That's not some scary coincidence. It's how our biology works. I once spoke to a man named Edward, 78 years old. For years, he skipped water in the morning, heading straight for coffee and toast without giving hydration a second thought. Then one morning, he fainted while walking down the stairs. A small clot had formed overnight and briefly blocked a vessel in his brain. Thankfully, he recovered. But the incident shook him, and his doctor traced it back to dehydration. Now, Edward keeps a water glass on his nightstand. He drinks it before his feet even hit the floor. And since making that change, he hasn't had another episode. It's incredible how something so simple, just a glass of water, can act like a natural safety valve for your heart, brain, and circulation. It's easy to overlook, but sometimes the smallest habits can be the most life-saving. If you're still watching and finding value in this, please comment number 6 below to let me know you're with me. Your comments mean a lot and help us continue producing these meaningful videos. Comment 6 below if you're still with us and finding this information helpful. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the perfect time. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss another important video like this. Your support helps us keep creating thoughtful content to both inform and inspire you. Now, let's continue with number 7. Gentle morning stretches to open your blood vessels. This might surprise you, but one of the most overlooked and yet effective habits to help prevent a stroke, especially in those early morning hours before 7 a.m., is simple stretching. We're not talking about high-intensity exercise or fast-paced routines. We're talking about slow, controlled, intentional movements that softly wake up your body. These light stretches help loosen tight muscles, open up your joints, and most importantly, encourage blood to circulate more evenly and safely throughout your body. When you take time to stretch in the morning, you're doing more than just shaking off the sleep. You're setting your entire system in motion. First, you activate your nervous system, helping you feel more balanced, awake, and physically coordinated. Second, you relieve the natural tension and constriction in your blood vessels that builds up overnight while you're lying still. Did you know that during deep sleep, your body's circulation slows significantly? Your blood pressure drops, your muscles become slightly rigid, and your overall movement is completely still. If you suddenly jump out of bed and begin your day without any warm-up, you're placing a sudden demand on your heart and circulatory system. For older adults, that sharp shift in pressure can be risky. That's why more and more doctors are recommending what they call a gentle wake-up routine, especially for those over 60. It's not a workout. It's a short series of soft, easy stretches that can be done while sitting or standing. Think of things like lifting your arms overhead slowly, rotating your neck gently side to side, rolling your shoulders forward and backward, reaching down for light toe touches, and raising your legs one at a time with care. While doing these movements, breathe deeply and slowly. This signals to your brain and your heart that the day is starting, but in a calm and safe way. Let me tell you a story that perfectly illustrates this. Let me share a story that brings this all to life. Marlene, a 76-year-old woman, experienced a minor stroke last year. Thankfully, it wasn't severe, but it was enough to shake her confidence. Her doctor gave her a simple yet powerful analogy. He told her to think of her mornings like starting up a car on a cold winter morning. You wouldn't just turn the key and hit the gas. You warm it up gently first. That image stuck with her. Now, every single morning, Marlene takes just 5 minutes to stretch while sitting in her favorite chair. She hasn't missed a single day since. She says those few minutes have completely changed how she feels. Her balance has improved. Her energy stays more consistent throughout the day. It's not about touching your toes or being super flexible. It's about easing your body into motion and making sure that everything, especially your blood, is flowing smoothly. Just a few minutes of mindful stretching in the morning can help regulate your blood pressure, reduce morning stiffness, and even lower your stroke risk, all before you've taken your first sip of coffee. So if your routine has been jumping straight into the kitchen or staying seated for too long before moving, maybe it's time to reconsider. Your body deserves a warm-up, just like your car, your stove, or even your favorite old record player. And now, some final thoughts. If you've made it to this point in the video, that says something powerful about you. You truly care about your health and your future. That already puts you in a better place than most people. Or society, who often wait until something scary happens before they begin to change. But not you. You're taking the time to learn, reflect, and prepare. And that matters deeply. The small things you do before 7 a.m. might seem insignificant, but they're anything but. Those quiet morning moments set the rhythm for the rest of your day. A little lemon water, a few deep breaths, gentle stretches. These aren't just habits, they're loving messages you send to your body each day. I value you. I want to take care of you. If even one of these 7 habits becomes part of your daily routine, it could mark the beginning of something transformational. Because it's never too late to improve your mornings, your health, or your life. When it comes to preventing strokes and protecting your well-being, every small step truly counts. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Was there one tip that really stood out to you today? Something you feel ready to try, or maybe something you're already doing without realizing just how helpful it is? Leave a comment below and tell us what you learned. Your story might inspire someone else who really needs it today. Let us know one thing you learned today, and more importantly, how you plan to apply it to your own life. Your thoughts truly matter to us, so don't hesitate to share them in the comments. We read every single one, and they provide a source of genuine encouragement and motivation to keep creating this kind of helpful content. If you found value in this video, if something resonated with you, or helped you feel more in control of your health, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might benefit too. Your support goes a long way. It helps us continue delivering thoughtful, research-based information designed to inform, uplift, and inspire you. Thank you so much for spending your time with us today. We appreciate your presence, your engagement, and your trust. We look forward to having you with us again in the next video. Wishing you continued good health, lasting happiness, and a peaceful heart. Take care of yourself, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.